In the bustling terminal of Detroit Metropolitan Airport, Elaine Harper stood motionless, her phone buzzing with a notification that would change everything. The CEO of Horizon Innovations, a tech empire worth $3.8 billion, had just been escorted off a Prestige Airlines flight, not for causing a scene, but for refusing to give up her first-class seat to a white passenger who demanded it. As the plane taxied away, Elaine's resolve hardened. This wasn't just about a seat, it was about dignity. And Prestige was about to learn who they'd crossed. Elaine wasn't born into wealth. Raised in a modest Cleveland neighborhood, she watched her mother, a schoolteacher, juggle 2 jobs to keep food on the table. By 14, Elaine was fixing the school's outdated computers, teaching herself to code. At 18, she earned a scholarship to Stanford, graduating with dual degrees in computer science and business. Recruiters at job fairs often overlooked her, assuming she didn't belong. So, she built Horizon from a tiny apartment, turning it into a global leader in cybersecurity. Now 52, Elaine was a titan, known for her brilliance and her commitment to funding STEM programs for underserved kids. That Tuesday, Elaine was headed to San Francisco for a pivotal meeting with investors. A $1 billion deal to expand Horizon into Africa and Southeast Asia was on the line. Her assistant, Marcus, had everything arranged: a first-class ticket on Prestige, a hotel suite, and a car service. As Elaine settled into seat 2A, she opened her tablet to review her presentation. The cabin was quiet, with only a few passengers boarding. A flight attendant, Linda, offered a drink. "Water, please," Elaine said. Linda's eyes lingered on Elaine, a subtle glance she'd seen too often, the kind that questioned her right to be there. "Is this your first time in first class?" Linda asked, her tone laced with doubt. Elaine replied calmly, "No, I fly Prestige often for business." Linda's smile tightened. "May I see your boarding pass again?" Elaine handed over her phone, watching Linda study it longer than necessary. She was used to this being the only black woman in first class, boardrooms, or elite events. The scrutiny was background noise, annoying but not worth her energy. As boarding continued, a commotion broke out. A late passenger, Edward Langley, stormed in, breathless. In his 60s, white-haired and dressed in a tailored suit, he carried an air of entitlement. "Conference call ran late," he announced loudly. Linda rushed to help. Edward glanced at his ticket, then at Elaine's seat. "There's a mistake," he declared. "I always sit in 2A." Linda checked his ticket. "Sir, you're in 4C today." Edward's face reddened. "Unacceptable. I've been a Prestige Platinum member for 20 years. I don't sit in 4C. Linda approached Elaine. "Would you mind moving? A valued member prefers this seat." Elaine looked up, steady. "I booked this seat for work. I need the space." Linda's expression hardened. Another first-class seat would suffice. Elaine held firm. "I'm in my assigned seat. Mr. Langley can sit in his." Edward loomed over her. "Young lady, you don't understand. I always get 2A. Elaine's voice stayed even. "Sir, your seat is 4C. The flight manager, Robert, arrived. Ignoring Elaine, he addressed Edward. "What's the issue?" Edward repeated. "This is my seat." Robert turned to Elaine, his tone sharp. "Ma'am, your boarding pass." Elaine showed it. "An ID," he added. "You didn't ask for his," she noted. Robert's eyes narrowed. "Standard procedure." The cabin grew silent, passengers watching. Elaine handed over her driver's license and Horizon CEO badge. Robert dismissed the badge. "Government ID only." "I fly first class 20 times a year," Elaine said, her patience thinning. Robert didn't check her status. Instead, he turned to Edward. "Sir, we'll resolve this," Edward smirked. "I sit in 2A. Robert leaned toward Elaine. "Ma'am, your tone is disruptive. Move, or I'll call security." A voice from the back, a black woman, Dr. Sarah Mitchell, spoke up. "She was here first. This is wrong." Robert ignored her. "Last chance," he told Elaine. "I won't move from my paid seat," Elaine said. Robert called security. 2 officers boarded. "She's disruptive," Robert claimed. Elaine protested. "This is discrimination." The officers didn't listen. "Ma'am, come with us." Dr. Mitchell stood. "I'm a witness. This is racial bias." The officers ordered her back. As Elaine gathered her things, one officer gripped her arm tightly. Her laptop bag banged against the doorframe, cracking the screen. Edward settled into 2A, smug. In the terminal, Elaine's hands shook as she checked her damaged laptop. Years of data, including her presentation, were at risk. She called Marcus. They removed me because a white man wanted my seat. Marcus was livid. That's illegal. I'll find another flight. As her original plane took off, Elaine's anger crystallized. She'd faced racism before, but this was different: public humiliation, physical force, and a threat to her $1 billion deal. She called her legal chief, Patricia Hayes. Mobilize the team. Prestige will pay. In an airport lounge, Elaine and Patricia strategized. This is textbook discrimination, Patricia said. Racial bias, assault, property damage. We have a case. What's your goal? Elaine's eyes burned. Accountability, not just money. They've done this before. Patricia dug into Prestige's history, finding 12 settled discrimination cases, all hushed with NDAs. Marcus uncovered a bombshell. Edward Langley was a shareholder in Prestige's parent company. And Horizon's bank, United Trust, was processing a $120 million loan for Prestige's fleet expansion. Elaine saw her leverage. Can we pause their loan? Patricia nodded. With our $300 million relationship, United Trust will listen. Elaine instructed her team to find witnesses, including Dr. Mitchell, and secure terminal footage. She boarded a rival airline to San Francisco, landing in time for her meeting. By morning, United Trust froze Prestige's loan for 72 hours. Prestige's stock dipped 3%, and their fleet announcement stalled. Elaine's investor presentation was flawless. The consortium praised her vision, promising a deal. As she left, Marcus called. Prestige's CEO, Charles Bennett, wants to talk. He's desperate. Elaine smiled. Tell him I'm busy. Social media erupted with boycott Prestige, fueled by a passenger's post about the incident. Dr. Mitchell's statement, as a respected doctor, went viral. Full security footage, obtained via court order, showed Edward's demands and the crew's bias. Prestige fought back, releasing edited footage painting Elaine as aggressive. They sued Horizon for market manipulation and defamation. They pressured Dr. Mitchell, hinting at trouble for her practice. Charles's apology video, vague and insincere, backfired. But Elaine's team was relentless. Whistleblowers leaked Prestige's VIP priority policy, favoring wealthy white passengers. Internal emails revealed they buried minority complaints. By week's end, Prestige lost 30% of its corporate clients, and its stock plummeted 15%. The Department of Transportation launched an industry-wide probe. Elaine's interview with reporter Emily Torres, exposing Prestige's systemic bias, drew 15 million views. Edward's history of entitled behavior surfaced, tanking his reputation. Flight staff, Linda and Robert, admitted to following biased protocols, then were fired for resisting new training. Prestige's board turned on Charles, who offered Elaine a face-to-face meeting. In Horizon's Detroit headquarters, Elaine faced Charles in a glass-walled room, her diverse team visible. Charles offered $2 million and an NDA. Elaine slid a folder across the table's 64 similar incidents, ex-employee testimonies, and incriminating emails. This isn't a misunderstanding, she said. It's discrimination. She demanded a scholarship fund, anti-bias training, diverse hiring, an oversight committee, and a public admission of fault. Edward burst in, accusing Elaine of extortion. She didn't flinch. You started this, Mr. Langley, demanding my seat because I'm black. We've found 7 other cases of your bullying. The board silenced him, escorting him out. By evening, a deal was struck. Prestige agreed to Elaine's terms, knowing bankruptcy loomed otherwise. A year later, Elaine boarded a Prestige flight. The crew was diverse, and the service was equitable. The new CEO, Monica Wells, had rebuilt trust. The Reynolds Scholarship funds 50 minority students yearly. An oversight committee slashed complaints by 70%. Dr. Mitchell joined Prestige's board. The Horizon standard spread across airlines, setting a new bar. Edward's career never recovered. Horizon's expansion thrived, and Elaine's legacy grew not just as a CEO, but as a force for justice. Standing in first class, Elaine met the new flight manager, a young black woman. Ms. Harper, your fight changed everything. I'm here because of you. Elaine nodded, her grandmother's words echoing. The fights find us. It's what we do that matters. She'd turned humiliation into progress, proving one voice could shift an industry. What would you do if you saw injustice unfold? Speak up or stay silent? Have you faced or fought discrimination? Share your thoughts below, especially on confronting unfairness in daily life. Your voice matters. Tell us where you stand.